up, y'all? It's me, Erika, and we are down here. Peace, y'all. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. What's up, y'all? It's me, Erika. We are down here to talk about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills Reunion Part 1. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment. Let the diva know you stopped by. I don't know why my mirror was down like that. So the episode overall was actually pretty good. I was engaged the entire time. I feel like they didn't have any lull moments. Because you know why? I feel like it's crazy that, you know, it's 4 parts. And it's like, why does it need to be 4 parts? It was only, 20 episodes. But we see, you know, so far the first episode was actually pretty good. So I'm trying to warm up. It's 45 degrees. And I had my beanie. I had my beanie to wear. And my son used my beanie. And of course, when I asked for it back, he don't know where it is. So, and then I'm like, okay, well, let me use your old beanie. He's like, but I need it today. I said, okay, so you gonna take my beanie, lose it, and then use yours, and then tell me I can't use yours? Okay, I got you. So anyway, so my head is cold right now. So I could have put a scarf. I could have put a scarf on, and I need to dye my hair too. Yeah, I took notes. I got up this morning and I watched it. I was watching, somebody posted in the comments, the recommendation, The Way Down, the documentary on HBO about that lady who was trying to make everybody lose weight, through Christ, be addicted to Christ. I was watching that, and then like by the time Beverly Hills posted, I was like on my way to sleep. I was like, I can't watch this. I'm gonna just get up in the morning and watch it. So that's what, girl. Are these my notes? Okay, yeah. I was about to say, girl, no. What's going on? I need my scarf on. It's cold. My head is cold. So they start off with like Rinna going over Erika's house. Rinna going over Erika's house, and they're, you know, drinking, and she says, you know, girl, you know, the girls really flipped on you. She said, yeah, I'm sure we're going to talk about it. She says, I'm not a quitter or something like that. I am going to go to the reunion. I'm not a quitter. I hate the set. I hated it. I was like, what is this ugly mess? It was looking a mess. I didn't like it at all. The fashion, they look like a 1989 homecoming. I don't know. Like, I didn't like anybody's outfit. Like I said on Twitter, Kyle looked like a P-Valley all-star. Like, girl, what do you have on with your titties out in the middle cut out? Girl, what's T? What you trying to do with those 2 little things? I don't know why. I do not like when women wear those 2 little things coming down. I don't care who it is, woman, black, white, Asian. Those 2 little pieces coming down to me, they drive me insane, because I feel like, for me, I always think that they're about to like rise up and you're going to use them as antennas. So every time I see somebody with them little things, I'll be like, girl, I want to rip them out. So anyways, Erika says that she's happy to address what is going on with the show. She's here to talk about everything or whatever. What is the misconception about you right now, Erika? She says the misconception about her right now is that, she's like, this misconception is that like I'm cold and I don't have any empathy. She referred to the victims as alleged victims. His alleged misdoings. I was like, Erika, I don't know. I mean, girl, like, really? Are you serious right now? Alleged? Like, why would you say alleged? Like, and everybody's just like, Erika, like, I don't know. How how are you feeling towards the ladies? Disappointment, angry, sadness. And then she says, after she got some support. Of course, Lisa Rinna was your support. You know what? I don't understand what Lisa Rinna's position is. I feel like she's like Sheree. That's what I feel like. I feel like I don't know if she's a bone carrier. I don't know. She doesn't seem like, I don't know, because I was like, she doesn't seem very supportive, but like she's supportive of Dorit. When it was against Garcelle, she's supportive of Erika, with all of this situation going on. I don't understand. I really don't get what is going on with Lisa Rinna. And I used to I was never like, it's like Lisa is there. She understands the assignment, I feel. But I feel like I don't know where she kind of belongs. And one thing it for me is that she doesn't have she never really has a storyline. She never really has a storyline. I think the last time I remember Erika having a true life storyline is when she flew. Remember when she flew to QVC to film and we were seeing her launch something? I haven't seen, she talked about Amelia's eating disorder one year, but honestly, anybody else notice that? Like, Lisa Rinna, what are you doing here exactly? What are you doing here? Because I don't get it. I don't get where she fits in. You know what? I need to go back and watch the beginning because I need to see Lisa Rinna's evolution. Am I the only one who feels like that? It's not that I don't like her, but I just feel like it's like she's someone that is loud enough to take a position with someone else against someone else. It's like she's like, use me how you see fit. That's how I feel like Lisa Rinna is. That's how I feel. Did you speak to your attorneys? Sutton says, I just want to make it clear. I spoke to an attorney friend of mine. Kyle says she spoke to Faye Resnick's husband. Crystal says she spoke to an attorney as well. And that's why I was like, Sutton is really the scapegoat, because why do you have all this venom for Sutton? But I guess we'll get into it. Whatever. Did you want to quit the show? No, I'm not a quitter. I honor my commitments. Should you be fired? Do you guys think Erika should be fired? I actually don't think when the Housewives get in trouble that they should be fired. Because if we're following someone's life, now it depends. Like Portia, I felt like she should be fired because what she did could potentially change her castmates, her co-workers' reality. Like her and Phaedra told a lie that could have potentially changed Candy's reality. So I feel like you're kind of a liability in that sense. But if they have something like Jen Shah, I don't think Jen Shah should be fired. I don't think Erika Jayne should be fired. I think we should be able to, I'm nosy and I want to see. I want to see what's happening. I want to see what's going on, right? I just feel like she said she feels like the legal process should just be able to play out. I haven't done anything really. So they get to Sutton. And they talked about Sutton a little bit being kooky with your doo-doo nail. Baby, when Sutton grabbed that bottle of vodka and she said that she prays to Jesus every day and she just wants to know when he's going to throw her. What she say? Throw her. She said something, but the way she grabbed that bottle of vodka, I was screaming because it was so funny because she looked like she was stressed out. Like, girl, it looked like she was about to drink from the entire bottle. That was so funny to me. Sutton is funny to me. I was like, I like Sutton. And I like Sutton and Garcelle together because what I did notice is that Erika, Dorit, Lisa Rinna, and Crystal at some moments were backing each other up. And I think that is why Garcelle, because I was like, well, maybe Garcelle, I don't know if she was taking jabs per se, or she just wasn't completely saying it, but I feel like she was direct with Dorit by saying, you talk too much. I felt like Dorit wants Garcelle to say, I don't like you. That's what I think that's what Dorit is waiting for. Anyways, so they talked about Sutton's mother, right? Sutton's mother who is a psychologist. And so it's so funny to see her, because immediately when they showed that clip of her asking her mom, did she miss her dad? And her mother was like, no. And she was like looking at her mom like, bitch, what, are you for real? It reminded me, I thought about Candace and her mother. And I thought about the way that Sutton is like kind of kooky, kind of weird, but is very emotional, right? And like super emotional, as if, you know, her emotions weren't ever really kind of validated. So it kind of lends into her personality. And it just made me think of like, I wonder what Candace is going to be like when she's Sutton's age, dealing with a mother like the mother that she has. Yeah. So Crystal and Sutton said they figured like somebody has told them that they're more alike than they probably would like to admit. She said that her salon or her store was doing excrementally well. I was like, even Erika was like, girl, what? That's not the right word. That's not the right word, girl. And I was like, bitch, that's not the right word. And I even had to look it up again just to make sure, like, wait, she said excrementally well. Okay. She was like, my business is a real business. And Lisa was like, oh girl, is that shade? And she was like, yeah, because you tried to say basically that my business wasn't a real business. Like, honestly, Lisa Rinna, literally, she has her QVC stuff. Is Lisa Rinna still in soap operas? What does Lisa Rinna do, y'all? I want to know. Why you over here clocking everybody else's business, right? I'm trying to figure out. I feel like I need to go back and watch the evolution of Lisa Rinna, because it's something. I was trying to figure out, like, girl, what's going on with you? Is it the hair? Is it Priscilla, girl? What is going on with these different hairstyles? Is it bringing out different, like, little personality? I don't know what's up with Lisa Rinna. I was watching her this whole episode like, girl, what's your tea? And then when she jumped over on Garcelle and was like, I love you and this and that, and Garcelle looked uncomfortable. Andy looked uncomfortable. It looked very, very fake. And that's why Garcelle doesn't trust Lisa Rinna, because it doesn't seem authentic. It just doesn't come off authentic to me. I really want to be your friend. I didn't get it. I was like, oh, okay. Her house, she's excited about her house, Sutton. They show Kyle's fireplace all burnt up. Girl, you didn't know that you was burning that lady's house down? You didn't know that you was burning that lady's house down? I mean, the entire front of the damn fireplace was like soot. It was like black. You thought that was normal? Sutton, girl, out of here. So Erika, they asked Erika about being single and were her DMs open. Sutton says her and Mike broke up. He said, I just can't do this. And I'm like figuring out, what is it that he can't do? I'm interested in that. Sutton says her sons are over her, like, dating. She doesn't even think that it was, like, you know, that big of a deal. They get on to Garcelle about fitting in and, you know, what happened in Del Mar. And she was like, and he was like, did anybody follow up with you regarding that? And she was like, Dorit and Lisa did. She was vulnerable, and there was an immediate bond she felt with Garcelle. This is Dorit talking now. And she's now using this word, passive provocative. Passive provocative. There's no such thing. There's no such thing. That's why I was like, what the fuck is Dorit talking about? There's no such thing as passive provocative. Is she trying to provoke you? Is that what you're trying to say? Passively provoke you? I really believe that Garcelle, like, at some point I kind of understood what they were saying. And then I felt like, well, maybe Garcelle doesn't really want to say anything to your face because she's not going to really have any support. But then at the same time, bitch, stand on your own. Stand on your own, Garcelle. And if it's something that you want to say that you, like she said, I don't like Dorit. It's not, what she says? What did she say? Something about I like Dorit, but not at all, or something she said. I was like, what, girl, what are you saying? That doesn't even make sense. It was a double negative. And I was like, Garcelle, I felt like at that moment, I was like, they kind of seem like they're making a case, and it kind of seems like Garcelle is not saying something. She's not saying something. You just want to get on the internet and say something, okay? But I don't I don't know. Because at some point I was like, Garcelle, it does seem like you're not being straightforward. But then I thought her telling Dorit, girl, you don't shut up, and saying things to her, I thought those were direct. And so I was like, Garcelle, either I talk too much, I don't talk enough. What is it, right? They talked about, she said that she wanted, it felt like she was trying to make herself relevant and interesting. Dorit, do you know how long Garcelle has been in Hollywood? So I'm not trying, a working actress. I'm trying to figure out what she means by relevant and interesting. And then say, you want to be my friend. So that's what I'm saying. Like, bitch, she said relevant. I was the same way. I was like, girl, what are you talking about? Who are you? That's the real question, Dorit. But she said the jabs are incessant, and that's where the bullying comment came from. Garcelle says, I want an apology right now. And I don't blame her, because those bitches have no problems asking for an apology. They have no problems asking for an apology. So Garcelle asked for an apology. When Garcelle was going back with Rinna, I was like, Garcelle, do not apologize. I said, don't. I was looking at my TV like, don't apologize, girl. Don't. I was talking to the TV. Just felt like the bullying comment was an angry black woman thing. She says the issues with Erika were isolated and yours were incessant. Okay. That's okay. I'm not going to even, because I can't play these games with these housewives anymore. I'm so tired of them. Passive provocative. I really think that Dorit wants Garcelle to say, I don't like you. They said that Garcelle talks shit in her confessionals, but not face to face. And she was like, everybody talks shit in their confessionals that they don't say to your face. All of them do it. So why is it a problem when Garcelle does it? Well, it's a problem when Garcelle does it because she has opportunity to say it in their face at the time. I feel like the interviews are afterthoughts, right? You're telling a story that already happened to a producer. They want you to speak about it like it's happening like you're telling a story. They're asking you questions. Sometimes after something happens, you have processed it differently. And now when the producer asks you, you have something to add to what happened that maybe you didn't say. Have you ever been in a situation where you had a conversation with somebody and maybe you were in like a slight little conflict or whatever? And then when you're done with the conversation, you start thinking about it and you're like, shit, I should have said that. Or why did I say that? Right? So I figure like when they're in their interviews, they're going to throw shade because now they've had a chance to process it. And now you're asking me questions about it. So now I got some other shit to add to it. So you are going to say more in your confessionals. But the point that they made, and I was like, Garcelle, that's it. When they were sitting there talking about Sutton, and you didn't say anything. But she did get Dorit like, girl, you weren't even there, so shut up. You weren't even there, beloved. Were you there? Okay. Crystal said the same thing. Crystal said, well, when you said that you didn't know me, right? And so they showed the clip of her saying, we know Rob Minkoff, but we don't know Crystal. But she was taking a jab at you. Like, in the moment, you might be like, girl, like, I don't know. Like, I feel like Garcelle should have said something, in Sutton's defense, like, y'all can't be talking about my friend. Because I feel like somebody who calls you a friend, I feel like they're your friend. I really feel like based on when you're not there, how they talk about you when you're not around. And if somebody is talking about a friend and you're around, I think you should say something. It doesn't have to be a big blow up, but you could say, hey, okay, guys, all right, like, shut it down. Okay, I understand your feelings, but y'all talking about my friend now. Saying you don't know her, talking about the country club. Erika, we still wondering have you paid your dues at your country club, bitch? Honey, I done had a flashback. I done had a flashback. Shit. So I felt like they had a point right there because you could have said something at that moment to them about talking about your girl. You on Team Sutton. Dorit yells at Garcelle. Garcelle! Everybody was looking like, girl, what? Are you serious? Garcelle kind of laughed. Let me tell you something. in this group of women, had Garcelle yelled at Dorit like that, it would be a different reception, right? It would be a different reception if she had that outburst like that. I think that's part of the reason, and I don't want to, I feel like I'm giving Garcelle an excuse. I do want Garcelle to, because I don't know, oh gosh. Because I'm trying to understand why she, because I don't see, I feel too like they made valid points about how Garcelle is speaking and not speaking, right? But I feel like, I don't know, I want Garcelle to say why, I don't know. And I'm trying to, like, I feel like she was direct, but I feel like they made some points. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to figure out what is the expectation. And I wish that Andy would have asked Dorit, what do you expect from her? Well, I expect her to be direct, but she is saying things directly to you, but they're like little jabs. What is it that you're really trying to say? Like, is that what she's, I don't know. Maybe she thinks that she does. That's the only thing that I can think of, is that she wants her to say, girl, I really don't fuck with you. I really don't like you, you know? She was like, make a point, Dorit. They get on Rinna and Garcelle. I did what I could to mend the relationship between her and Garcelle. What was the expectation? They had a party for her. Crystal said the party was genuine. The sauce, does she feel like it was chess, or does she feel like she was really putting in the effort? And she just says, I didn't trust it. I just didn't trust it. Like, yeah, because I feel like Lisa isn't trustworthy, because I feel like it's like, I'm gonna back up whoever I want to on any given day. I really don't have a real alliance with anyone. Like, that's what I feel like. And that's why I could understand where Garcelle is. I don't trust your movements. I don't trust your movements. Anyways, do they want to go any further? And she feels like she's on punishment for what she did to Denise. She says she hopes she never hears her say anything to her about Denise again. I really want to know what happened between Denise and Lisa Rinna, because why is it that one friend can't bring it up to another friend and attempt to try to mend that? She was like, why did you do that at the end? Why did you do that at the end? She's like, I don't care now. It's whatever. I don't care at this point, just now. I don't care. Well, I don't want to ever hear it again. Anyways, she's like, well, at the table, when Dorit and I had our incident, you basically, like, you didn't take my side. You didn't stick up for me. She's like, well, I didn't agree with you. I agreed with Dorit, so I wasn't going to take your side. She says that she really felt away because someone told her, and this is to that point, someone told Garcelle that Lisa was upset that race was brought to the show. Lisa Rinna said that she didn't say that. Why didn't you come to me? Why didn't you come to me and say anything? Now, that literally, if Lisa Rinna is your if she's your friend and you've been friend for 20 years, if somebody came to you and said, Lisa Rinna said to me that, you know, why do we need to bring race into the show? You should have came to me. I agree that Garcelle should have went to Lisa Rinna. Lisa Rinna was not happy about making that insinuation. And when I think she wanted Garcelle to apologize for that. And we didn't see the apology, and I did not want her to apologize for that, because I do believe that Lisa Rinna said that. I do believe that. I could see her. Why do we have to bring race into the show? I mean, it's just so good. And now we have to talk about all of these hard things. And it's just like, I just want to have a good time. I could see her. I could see her saying that. And I'm glad she did not apologize. Leave that out there. The way y'all call that lady a bully, the way you say she's inauthentic, the way you say she needs to be relevant and interesting, leave it out there. I believe it. Prove otherwise, bitch. Are you open to moving on? I was just in my feelings, and she says, I want an apology. She didn't give her an apology. And then she says that Harry said that Garcelle seems unhappy. What's wrong with Garcelle? She's changed. What's wrong with her? Oh, and she says that, Garcelle called for her job on Watch What Happens Live. And even in that exchange, right? Even in that exchange with Andy and Garcelle, she couldn't even admit, yeah, I want Lisa Rinna off the show. Or, yeah, that's who I was talking about. But I was joking, right? And then she was like kind of putting it on Andy instead of just owning it. So that's what I was trying to say. Like, I get what they're saying, but I feel like this is what I feel. I feel like if Garcelle, because at the same time I feel like she was direct, but if what they want Garcelle to demonstrate happens, I feel like she's not going to have any support. But at the same time, you a grown ass woman. If you feel a certain way about a certain thing, say it. Don't wait for somebody to insinuate. Don't wait for somebody to throw out initials and you just say, ooh, right? That's why I say I understand what they're saying, but at the same time, I do feel like she was direct in some points. But in that exchange with her and Andy, I was like, girl, you can't say that you wanted, it was Lisa Rinna that you was talking about. That's what I was talking about. She says, maybe I just have higher expectations of you. And Lisa Rinna tells her, I love you so much. She goes over there and sits next to Garcelle. It was so cringy. I was embarrassed. I had secondhand embarrassment. Andy looked uncomfortable. Garcelle looked uncomfortable, but her face is so cute. When she smiles, she has the cutest face. Her face is like a little cherub. It's just like so cheeky and cute. And then her eyes, it's just so cute. Garcelle has the cutest smile. Trust builds over time. I just thought that scene was kind of weird or whatever. And even Garcelle was like, can we go to commercial? Kathy comes out. They talk about Halloween and her nose job. Erika's talking about her marriage in her book, how Tom hadn't read her book. He hadn't seen her in Chicago. Cheating was just a part of what was going on. She asked for a divorce and he said nothing. But what did he say? Because saying nothing means like, and to me, for him to deny you a divorce, what did he say? That's what I want to know. See, that's the part with Erika that I have a problem with. What did he say? He said nothing. No. When you said, give me a divorce, you're telling me that he stayed silent? Like that. Like, girl. Were you faithful? No, she wasn't faithful. Who in the hell's going to be faithful to an 80-something-year-old man, girl? Let's be realistic, okay? Let's be realistic. Anyway, she said they said on the next episode, she saw somebody sending somebody some pictures of their breasts to Tom, and she responded, nice tits, stupid bitch. But I tell you, I hollered. Y'all, that was the episode. I really need to go. I want to go watch it again. I watched it, took notes, and then I had it playing on the TV. But I want to go watch it again because I need to figure out Lisa, Rinna, and Garcelle. Dorit, girl, you're the one fucking with. I feel like Dorit wants Garcelle to say, I don't like you. And then she's going to be like, see, I knew it. That's all you had to say to me. I feel like that's what's going on. Anyways, y'all, let me know what you think about the first part of the Real Housewives reunion. Season 11 reunion. And let me know what you think. Let's get down in the comments. What did you think about Dorit yelling at Garcelle? What did you think about Erika calling Tom's victims alleged victims? What do you think about Lisa Rinna? Do y'all understand what I'm saying? I cannot place it. I don't know what it is. And then in that outfit, she looked like dark, like the it's like this villain who comes out with one of those like hats, like the guys with the zoot suits. Like, she looks like that evil wolf that wears a zoot suit and goes through and slides through places, and then when he goes through the place, he puts his foot in first. That's what Lisa reminds me of, like this slick person moving around, going around corners. That's what Lisa Rinna gives me. It's like very sneaky and very like, Y'all tell me if I that's what I get from her, and I want to go watch the other seasons because I need to see her evolution. I don't know this Lisa Rinna. I don't know if it's the hair. I don't know, but I don't know. And I'm like, girl, who are you? Anyways, y'all, take care of each other. Protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Peace.